record this. Okay. So my goal with today's call is going to be to get you to love sales and feel comfortable with it. Okay. Sales has always been sometimes an icky word if you are not really familiar with the technique of it, with the servant heart of sales. And I want to go ahead and just give two, which is why I want you to make a table of two types of ways that you could be selling in your business and why one is better than the other. Okay. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Juliet Drexler. I am a bronze leader here at Q. I've been here for 2.5 months, a little less than 2.5 months. And I just want you guys to win. And that's why I'm doing this call. Okay. So let's go ahead and in your first column, I want you to write transactional. Okay. So it could be on your phone too. Like you can make a table in your notes, I think. So anywhere. Your first one's going to be transactional. And then the second column is going to be transformational. Okay. So with sales in general, when we think about sales, marketing, all those things, let's differentiate. Marketing is completely different than sales. Okay. It is not the same thing. Attraction marketing is not the same thing, right? Marketing tends to be harder for people who are introverts and easier for people who are extroverts. I'm like, like this is my whatever. I mean, obviously if you're, not everybody talks like that. Like, oh my God, like this is a drink. This is amazing. But if you're an extrovert, it might be easier. Like it might come easier to you to market. That's amazing. Use that, right? Use that to your benefit. But at the end of the day, and this is something that Jake has told us in Silver Summit, sales, presenting is all a skill that everyone needs to achieve. Okay. So above your table, as you write notes or whatever, above the table, below the table, doesn't matter. Write, sales is a skill that I can learn. Sales is a skill that I can learn. Meaning I don't care what your background is, your experience, whatever, you're introvert, extrovert, you can learn how to sell properly and be successful in this business. And I don't just mean sell products, I also mean selling the business. Okay. Sales is having effective conversations. It is selling with the right way is going to be selling with a servant heart. How many of you have ever heard someone say products sell themselves? These products are so good, they sell themselves. Put a 1 in the chat if you've ever said that, because I've said that before. I'll put a 1 myself, where you say these products are so good, it sells themselves. Okay, if that were true, the company doesn't need any of us, right? If the products sell themselves, they don't need us. So that is not true. Products don't sell themselves. People sell products. And the results of your business are going to be the scoreboard of the impact you are making in your business. I'm going to repeat that. The results of your business are the scoreboard of the impact you are making in your business. So results matter, okay? Because the results are telling you, hey, like, am I making impact? My impact would look like everybody being silver and above. So until I see those results, right? Like obviously impact can be at any level, right? But for me, I'm like, I want people to be making the income they really want to be making, the full-time income they want to be making. So what am I doing to serve my team, to serve in sales, to get people to that point? So really quick, we are always selling something, okay? Whether it's to get your point across, you're trying to sell your point, but this is why I think I'm right, because XYZ, here are the facts or whatever. And now you're just trying to sell your point. If any of you guys have toddlers or kids, right, that you're trying to get them to eat healthy, you sometimes have to sell your kids on how delicious this broccoli is. You might have to put butter on it. Like you might have to make it delicious, hide it in a pancake. I don't know, to sell your child to eat that food. Maybe at work, you're trying to sell yourself to being a good employee, right? So that you can promote yourself. Sometimes we're trying to sell ourselves here, like showing up, being consistent or whatever, like proving I am the leader you want to join, right? So we're always selling whether you think you are or not. But sales skills are fundamental to your business and to leadership. And if you don't like sales, and I don't want you to say it in the chat, I want you to think to yourself, if you've ever said, I don't like sales. I hate sales. And I found myself saying this too. You're probably not good at it. And you might think, Juliet, why are you even hosting this call if you hate sales, meaning maybe you're not good at it? That's exactly why I decided to host this call, because I've had limiting beliefs where I literally say like, okay, I really do hate sales because I don't understand the right way to sell. And when I found out the answer to the right way to sell, I said, I need to share it with everybody. So here I am doing this call. Okay. So if you don't like sales, you're probably not good at it. Okay. And you're not good because you're not intentional. It is a skill that any person can master. Okay. So if you're thinking to yourself, okay, I don't really like sales, so maybe I'm not the best at it, we're going to work on that. So now going into our table, we're going to compare transactional. So the first one is transactional. The second one's transformational. So when we have a transactional approach, we are always focused on results. Okay. You're focused on results. You're focused on, okay, let me make sure that I'm, getting ambassadors, getting like customers. I was going to say VIPs, PCs, right? Getting all these results. Whereas transformational, you can write focused on growth. Because think about this. I see Ebony right now. So Ebony, hello. I'm going to say, what if you are deciding to wanting to join, right? If I'm focused on my results, I'm focusing on, I need to recruit Ebony. I need to recruit Ebony. I need to recruit Ebony versus what does Ebony need in that this business will offer her, and how can I help her get to that goal? Do you see the difference only in mindset? Do you guys see the difference? Put a 2 in the chat if you see that. Where I'm focused either on results or I'm focused on growth with recruitment. Okay. If I'm just focusing on myself, I'm thinking of what I need to achieve this month, what I need to get. How can I get Ebony to join? Ebony killed it in her previous company. I want her on my team. How can I get her to join? That's not the right approach. The right approach is, what can this business do for Ebony, and how can I offer this to her and then help her with the resources I have to get her to grow? That's transactional versus transformational. Transactional is going to judge success based on what other people are doing. So you're playing the comparison game. So you can write compare. I have found myself doing this. Oh my gosh, so-and-so did hit this rank. Wow. It must be because she has a lot of followers. It must be because she's just been doing this for a while. She has experience. It must be, and you start giving all this honestly BS reasons why so-and-so had success. Transformational is, instead of judging success and seeing and comparing what other people are doing, you're actually looking at what other people are doing and saying, wow, let me see if she's willing to do a call with me, because I want to collaborate with her and see the tools she's offering to go ahead and grow my team and grow the people who have trusted me on this journey. So again, instead of just doing it transactional, thinking of like, oh my gosh, like I need to recruit because so-and-so's recruiting so many people, and just comparing yourself, go back to serving. How can I serve my audience? How can I serve the people that are going to join me? Because at the end of the day, the reason people are recruiting a lot or people are looking is because they have their growth. They all have already grown personally. They already have the word is what, and I keep forgetting this word all week. When you build where people know you and they're like, wow, she has such a great, it's with a P. Somebody help me. Pregnancy brain. Not posture. Oh my gosh. Work ethic. No, it's with a P. It's no. Nope. I build reputation. It's with an R. Wow. Okay, it had a P in it somewhere. Reputation. So when people build their reputation based on the growth, right? And based on what they're sharing and the value, wow, that person. So think of someone that has a really good reputation. Think of someone that has a really good reputation, and I can think of Claudia. Claudia had an incredible, the moment I saw Claudia leave and come to Q, I said, that's when I looked the other way. That is when I looked at Q. Okay, for me, right? Some people might have felt that way about you, and that's why they joined you. Or you felt that way about someone else, and that's why you are here, right? So, what kind of reputation and credibility, that's another great word, have you built that helps people understand that you're there to help them grow, not here to just recruit them and make a sale? Okay. So, transactional, going to the next column or the next row, focusing on speed and numbers. You're trying to cold message. I mean, this is like the worst example ever, but cold message 100 people, because we already I feel like we're so past that. We don't do that. But you're just trying to message a bunch of people, right? You're just trying to like do a bunch of people and not even think about how you can bless a person. You're not focusing on connecting. You're just focused on how many people can I get to follow me, or how many people can I get to follow, because if I grow in followers, then I'll grow in this business. False. That's a lie, right? So what can you really be focused on instead of speed and numbers? It's value. So transaction, speed and numbers, transformation, value. How can you add value to someone? Is it through some education? Like as a nurse, I really value education. So maybe on my Instagram, I add value, right? So transactional, another thing, is based in scarcity and fear. You are thinking, I'm never gonna get to that place. I'm scared to talk to people. I'm this and whatever. And it's just all about you. It's really selfish. So transactional approach to sales is scarcity mindset, fear, and you're really being selfish. Whenever you catch yourself thinking about yourself when it comes to approaching a prospect, you're being transactional. Okay. Whenever I talk to my girls and I say, hey, like, okay, who's this potential that you have? Okay, great. Tell me about them. Or tell me how come you're not, how come you haven't done a reel on social media? Oh, because I'm just afraid of what people would think of me. I'm like, that's the problem. You're thinking about yourself. Think about other people. Transformational sales is thinking about others, and it's abundance mindset, right? So on the other end, abundance, bravery, selflessness. You are taking away what you're so concerned about other people thinking of what, oh my God, what if they see like, my before and afters? I feel self-conscious because I really want to be at this goal, but like the huge difference from A to B is still such an impactful difference. You're not thinking of the blessing that could serve to others. You're just thinking about how you want to look like point D. Like you're just thinking about yourself. So you want to think in value. You want to think in helping people and being selfless. So transactional, you always feel like you're taking from people. Have you ever reached out or try to reach out to a potential and you feel like you're taking from them? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like, I don't know, if I just feel like I'm convincing them, or I feel like I'm wasting their time. Like, I feel like I'm just taking from them. You're going to be focused on things like cost of the products, cost of the business, and you just don't see the value in what you have in your hands. So when you're transactional, you feel like you're taking from people. When you're transformational, you feel like you're giving to people. You are gifting them an incredible opportunity or product or service that can help them with XYZ. Here's a transactional example for the sleep spray. I reach out to so-and-so because I just want to make a sale, right? Like I need my CV, to rank up to build their CV, right? So I'm thinking, hey, so-and-so, hope you're doing well. Wanted to actually get in touch with you because I partnered up with this company. And I'd love for you to look at my products and like check out my link or something. Okay, that's not terrible. It's not the best, but transformational is, hey, so-and-so, I actually wanted to get in touch with you because I saw your recent post on your Instagram that you've been struggling with sleep ever since XYZ happened. And, you know, I don't know if this is something that you've looked into, but my company offers 3 sleep products. 1 is melatonin, 2 is CBD, 3 is like a more like just like a plant extraction. I don't know how we're going to explain terpene, but and I really feel like you're going to get the best sleep of your life with one of these products. Did you see the difference? I thought I'm already connecting with them because I'm looking at them on social. I'm being so attentive that I'm noticing that they lack sleep because I saw their posts. I'm taking that and I'm messaging them by adding value saying, hey, I see that you're struggling with something and you have this problem. Here's my solution. Are you open to hearing more about these products? Are you open to reading more about these products if I send you some more information? Sure. Send them my little info sheet that I made my own little info sheets. I send the info sheets and say, does any of this resonate with something that would help you? I really think the CBD would help, or hey, I've tried CBD before, hasn't helped, or hey, I've tried melatonin before, hasn't helped. Then you know, don't give them the sleep spray, give them the CBD, or vice versa. And then you say, here, amazing. Like I really do think this is going to benefit you. Here's my link. We do have 2 options to purchase. Look it over. And you know, as soon as you do, like it'll take about a week to get your product and blah, blah. And you're adding value and you're going to get the best sleep of your life starting next week. That to me is someone caring about my rest and how I'm going to, maybe if that person's a mom, like this sleep that you're going to get is going to help you be a better mom, a better this, whatever. Like you can just keep going on from there, but it has to be a servant approach. Okay. So now I felt like I was giving to this person. I was solving a problem versus taking. So whenever you are doing like transactional and you will catch yourself doing this, whenever it's transactional, you will never feel authentic. And you won't feel, it'll feel icky. So transaction feels icky and inauthentic. Transformational feels authentic and it actually fuels you. It feels fulfilling. So whenever you feel icky, you are probably being transactional and you're like, okay, wait, let me take a step back. What am I focused on? Am I being selfish or am I being selfless? Am I taking or am I giving? And you're constantly thinking to yourself what you're doing, and you can stop yourself in your tracks and switch to transformational sales. Okay. I will tell you right now that the next thing you can write to is people don't pay for transactional sales. Okay. People don't pay much for transactional sales. So if you're being transactional, they'll buy it, you know, they'll buy a little thing, but you're also going to get lower quality people on the recruitment side. So if you're being transactional, you will get lower quality people who don't work, and then you won't get repeat buyers on the customer side, and then you also won't get people who actually work. You will constantly have to recruit to fill all the people that aren't working. When you're transformational, people will pay thousands. They will put it on a credit card. They are in debt and they will get a payday loan. Like people will pay whatever because of your transformational approach. You have their future in mind, their goals in mind. You are actually going to put in the work to help them. You have the resources to help them. Babe, can you lower the air? Yeah. I'm so hyped and sweating, but I also don't want to take this off. So, okay. And you'll then get, as a transformational approach, you'll get higher quality people. Which, little side note, if you are not building good habits for yourself, write down in the chat habits that successful people have in their morning. What do healthy people do in the morning? Early morning, meditate, work out, wake up to the first alarm, exercise, journal, work out, get up early, journal. Okay. Supplements. Okay, Terry. Podcast. Read something positive. Shower. Take time without phone. Go for a walk, personal development. Journal, meditate. Okay. It's gratitude, yoga, drink. This is all the same stuff. Exercise, mindset, journal, eat, maybe have breakfast, whatever. Do you do those things? Do you do those things? You don't have to write in the chat. Do you do those things? Because I'm going to tell you that I've had moments where I don't do those things. And you know what? High level people will not join you or will not think that you're going to transform their life when you're not performing at a high level. And guess what? When you post on social and you're actually up and you're awake and you're sharing what you're doing or what you've done, that's when people say, she is at a different place and I know that she can lead me. He or she can lead me. Okay. So if you've fallen off the track, get back on track. Okay. Everybody falls off track, get back. Some people are really, really solid at their habits and doing all the things they need to be doing. They're consistent. Fall off, get back on. Okay. But it's really the people that are high performers. This is Tony Robbins. This is all, like gurus say this. This isn't made up. High level performing people are doing these things. If you're sleeping in, no. If you're not reading a book, no. If you're not listening to a podcast, no. If you're not exercising, no. If you're not having your water intake, like just high level people are doing all these healthy habits because they know it's going to help them. They know it fuels them. They know they're going to be a better leader that way. So if you're not doing that, find a rhythm so that you can help transform your life and help transform the lives of those who join you and those who buy from you. Okay, that was a little side note. On the transactional side, transactional sales is fueled by perfectionism, hustling, and proving yourself. Okay? Proving yourself and hustle, like everybody has different definitions of it. You can definitely have success with those things, but it's not sustainable. Okay? So transactional is fueled by perfectionism, trying to always compare yourself and being the perfect, like, okay, so-and-so's doing this. Okay, I need to do this. I need to do it better. I'm not going to post it until it's perfect. Hustling, like constantly, like they're not even doing the right things. They're like busy almost, right? Instead of actually doing productive things. And then proving yourself, like who are you trying to prove? Prove to yourself that you can wake up, be consistent, have good habits, and provide the best resources and learn yourself. Because maybe you can fake it, right? Give FOMO and post all these aspiring things. But when it comes down to it and people join you, they're like, this girl doesn't even know how to hold a freaking conversation. I should have joined someone else. And if that's you and you're afraid to help your team because you don't even know what to say to prospects, you need to learn and get on trainings and build that confidence. Because if not, you're just going to continue to be transactional. You're going to recruit people. And if you get lucky, you'll get a unicorn. No, attract all unicorns because there's people doing that. Okay. So it's fueled by perfectionism, hustling, and proving. And then on the transformational side, it's going to be fueled by focused, hard work, growth. So focused, hard work, growth, and connections. Okay? Something that is sustainable, something that will give you success long term, something realistic, but challenging. Okay? Some examples of transactional is like, those people that used to work on or just work on sales, like, oh my God, if we have a sale, we'll work kind of thing. That's being transactional. You're just selling based on price, flash sales. If you as a leader are working a lot, just doing giveaways, promotions, and incentives for your team, that's transactional. That's not going to last. It is not duplicatable. It is not something everybody can do. It is not something that you should be doing to grow your business. It should be hard work. It should be certain resources, tools that you're doing. So giveaways, promotions, and incentives are examples of transactional work ethic. Okay. FOMO, which I know obviously with attraction marketing, that's a huge aspect of what we do. But realistically, if your work is based only on FOMO and you have nothing to back it up when that person joins, you are being transactional. In aspirational lifestyle, the car, the lifestyle, the rich and famous, the Gucci, the this, that's all transactional. It gets people in, does not get people working, okay? So to get people to do the work, it takes inspiration, and that's why we have to shift to a transformational approach. So IPAs, super important in our business. But another thing we can focus on is GOAs. I had never heard about this. It's made up by the person I adopted this call from. GOAs, growth oriented action. Growth oriented action. So that is going to look like helping yourself grow, helping other people grow, and it is taking action with purpose and intention. Taking action with purpose and intention. So being growth oriented. I could do an IPA of, I think if you have the right IPAs down, which we're constantly doing calls to make sure you guys are doing the right things and not just doing busy work, but a really good income producing activity is following up with prospects, right? That's an income producing activity because it could lead to a close. Connecting with people and engaging in a meaningful way, right? But your IPA should also be growth oriented. Don't just let it be busy work. Yeah, we're going to do an IPA call this, I think either this week or the following week. So that's growth oriented. You want to focus on quality. So this is all transformational. If you guys just want to keep going down the transformational table, focus on quality. We spoke about abundance, right? It's not scarcity mindset. It's an abundance mindset. And you can only think abundantly when you yourself are confident, when you know where you want to go, when you're growing, when you're actually working on yourself. Because when you're not working on yourself, you're being lazy, you're not really doing any trainings, you're going to lose confidence. You're going to have limiting beliefs because now you just don't have confidence. So now you don't even think you can do it. And then you're not going to show up. And then because you don't show up, you guys know that reel that says, that goes like this. I'm broke because I don't talk about my business. I don't talk about my business because I'm broke and I don't have proof or whatever, like that whole thing. You guys have seen that reel before. It's exactly like that. It's this toxic revolving door that's like, you're not making money, you're not training, you don't have confidence. So you have a scarcity mindset. I have a scarcity mindset because of all those same things. So you have to get out of that. You have to have an abundance mindset. You have to train yourself. You have to do the hard work. Okay. Not a lot of people want to do it. You got to do it. One more thing with recruiting and transformational side. You want someone to buy and join. Yes, obviously, but you don't need them to. Okay. You shouldn't be attaching yourself to a yes or no. And let's get a little deeper on that. You're so excited and you're so confident what you have to offer. If that other person says no, it's okay. And you continue to build that relationship. You still believe that this can bless them and you still connect with them. You still offer value to them in any way you can as you engage on social media, for example. But you don't just say, oh, you're not interested? Okay, bye. I'm unfollowing you. Like, that's transactional. That means that you are not ready to lead and make the money that you want to make, that you are thinking of the big bucks. The big bucks and the big ranks are for people who are putting in the work. It's going to be for people who are really putting in the work in like, and I'll give you guys an example of what you guys should be doing, that Gabby's doing, that I'm doing, that if you guys work in what we call, even Joe Haas is doing this too. She's the one that mentioned this, like this word to me, is working in pods. So if I have my girl that joins and she recruits someone, getting in a group chat with them and working with my girl and treating that second person or third or whoever as my own, and taking care of them and teaching. Because you might think, well, my girl should be working and doing what I'm doing and doing. You cannot expect that. You need to get into the trenches and work the business and help your girl's girl so that that person, your direct, can see how to do it the right way, can learn and learn and learn. And once you do it with a couple people, then they could fly. But if you're not teaching and letting them be there and see what you're doing and saying and the calls and stuff that you're on, they're never going to learn. You're just going to hope that they just copy you. And hoping and assuming that someone's going to do exactly what you're doing is the worst thing you can do, because ain't nobody going to do it. Okay? Only a very small handful will actually say, okay, Juliet sent me this as a welcome. So when my girl joins, I'm going to send them this as a welcome. Juliet did this call with me when I joined. So I'm going to do this call. Not everybody does that. They need to see repetition. And so that's part of getting into the trenches, is doing these calls. Okay. Okay. Transformational approach, and we're going to end with these last points, is process oriented. So you need to focus on the result people can get. So how can I make sure people are getting results? Do I have really good resources? Do I have tools that they can use once they join? Am I doing those little work pods? Am I focused on their results? Hey, you told me you were talking to Ashley and you sent Ashley the networking call, the info call. Did you follow up with her? I'm the first person to say I don't like babysitting people, okay? But at the same time, most people need you to follow up with them as a leader. Did you follow up with Ashley? Hey, I haven't followed up. I had some girls where, because I really don't like babysitting, they're like, oh yeah, she told me to follow up with her in 2 weeks when she got paid. It's been a month. I'm like, bruh, come on. So you're going to have to be there to follow up with people. And that's okay. That's getting in the trenches. Okay. So focus on how people can get results. How can people get results? Saying the right things, getting people on an opportunity call, following up again, keeping the connection, engaging with them on social until they decide that this is something that they want to do for them. Okay. The goal necessarily isn't to get people to say yes, but it's to get people the result once they say yes. You getting someone in, that's not where it ends. That's where it begins. And the only way you're going to feel confident to lead that person to success is if you've been there, if you're confident on the education yourself, if you know how to talk, if you know how to have conversations, because if you don't, you're not going to help them. You're just going to recruit and think you won. Okay? That's transaction. So focus on what you can give, how you can help, and connecting with people. It doesn't stop once someone says no. You keep caring even if they're not interested. You continue to add value. I'm going to leave you guys with 3 follow-up podcasts that have to do with this transformational approach, in that order, okay, from old to newest podcast. These are good follow-ups to continue knowing about how to approach with this type of sales, and so that you can know the difference between both and really getting to love what you do. Selling isn't icky. It's going to be something that if you don't like it, you're just not good at it, and you need to get good at it, and then you will start to love it. Okay, guys, I hope that you've gotten something from this call. I hope you guys have a beautiful day.